Boys, today is tomorrow, and Pokimane is in the news because Iman Honest, this woman is just something else. One day she's this cutthroat businesswoman, then after a little backlash, she becomes this little baby. She can't do no wrong. She doesn't understand. God, I hate this bitch so much. She wants to be this big bad boss whenever it's convenient, and then she invokes the "I'm a little girl" card whenever she gets backlash for her horrible treatment of her employees. Because if you guys haven't seen, top right hand corner, a little homework if you haven't seen, Pokimane did a sweet and sour podcast episode with Lily Pichu, her co-host for the podcast, and they were going to have on the guest Hasan Piker, Hasanabi, and you boys know Colargate, alright? Trust me, if you don't know about Colargate, go through my channel. You will know about Colargate. Shit, I've been covering a lot of shit that a lot of people haven't even been covering up here. Trust me, a lot of people have not been covering the shit that I've been covering for the Hasan Piker Colargate. But Colargate happened literally a few days after they recorded their podcast episode that was supposed to go up last Saturday. Now, the podcast episode didn't go up last Saturday. And a lot of people thought, oh, well, it's just, Pokimane and Lily Pichu making the rational decision of Hasan Piker is literally having his whole entire career imploded right now, right? Any normal person that saw that clip knows he shocked them. And anyone that's been following this whole entire Kaya shot Colargate, they know Hasan Piker's been lying about it, and all of his orbiters have been lying about it. The only people that are defending Hasan are Hasan's fans. There is no normal person. I mean, when I say normie, I mean people that aren't like left, right, political. I mean like people that are just like, brother, I'm just a chill guy. I just go to work, go home. All right. I don't do this whole political bullshit. Even they are like, yeah, that you shot the dog. And that's kind of disturbing that you just did it so freely. So it didn't even cross your mind that, what I'm doing here is fucked up. But a lot of people thought, oh, well, obviously Pokimane and Lily Pichu looking out for themselves, who cares? Hasan, he fucked his own self over. Because they put out this statement last Saturday instead of the podcast episode. Hey, Taste Buds, this is a tough one to write, but we wanted to give you all a heads up that we're unfortunately going to be missing our first scheduled Saturday video tomorrow. We've been watching the recent drama unfold concerning our guest, and it's been getting intense. We had a serious talk as a crew, and we all agreed that it did not feel right uploading tomorrow's episode at this moment in time. Our community is our favorite thing, and the reason we do this is to create a space that is comfy as always and a true escape. We do not want to impact the cozy atmosphere we've all built together. Thanks for always supporting our vision for a fun, positive place to hang out. See you all next week. Sweet and sour staff. So yeah, basically a non-offensive, hey, we just don't want to get hate over here. We're trying to protect our staff because, they don't have the same resources that, a famous person does. Inoffensive. But of course, Pokimane had to come out of the woodworks basically lying her ass off, alright? She lied so fucking hard, and it was so easy to find out that she was lying after she put up this reply to the Dexterdo article. The episode was supposed to air as usual, but staff refused to upload it out of fear it'd cause drama, and also posted this statement without my approval. Sorry guys, we'll talk about everything on this week's episode and go on a hiatus afterwards to restructure. So yeah, this woman basically is saying she's going to be firing staff because they didn't upload the episode and they put up a post without her knowledge. So obviously the community was slightly, just like razor thin split on this. Some people were saying, oh well, it's good because the employees didn't do what their employer told them, so they should be fired. Now this would make sense, right? It would make sense even if you are a heartless person. This makes sense, getting rid of someone's job because they don't want to get hate. from a literal online mob that would literally dox and harass them. Alright, it does make sense. But those people quickly had to shut the fuck up because literally Pokimane had knowledge. I mean, like 100% knowledge on the day of the podcast not going out that the podcast wasn't going out that day. She literally knew it wasn't going out that day. She tried to throw her own employees under the bus whenever she literally knew the podcast wasn't going out that day, whenever she posted this on her Instagram story thinking that no one screenshotted it at all. Quick update, going on Jason the Wing stream right now, hopefully uploading GP Explorer vlog Tuesday, recording a new podcast episode Thursday to explain why we missed last week and have an honest chat. This was posted 2 days before the Dexterito article, which means day of the podcast with Hasan Piker that was supposed to go up that didn't for her Sweet and Sour podcast. She knew. She had pre-knowledge it wasn't going to go up. This wasn't without her knowledge. She knew. She literally posted about knowing it wasn't going up. So obviously after the whole internet called her heartless, for one, even before they knew that, she had pre-knowledge, they were calling her just heartless and just all around a bad employer. Someone that you don't want to be employed by. Someone that will throw you under the bus without realizing, I'm the employer, I'm the leader here. If they don't feel safe, that's kind of on me. But yeah, she literally tried to blame her employees and her staff for the episode not going up, even though, again, check, she is the boss. Whenever that Dexterito article came out, she could have went to the office or where the hell they record this, get the episode or have one of the employees send her the episode and upload it herself. Literally, she has yet to upload this episode that she is willing to fire her own employees over. She is willing to fire people over this, but yet she's not willing to release it herself as the boss. She is literally trying to throw employees under the bus to save her own ass, and it's disgusting. Because after this, people started asking her to chat, well, when are you going to release the Hasan Piker episode? And she started stuttering. She didn't know what to say. Well, this is Zooey Mama. We'll be doing a podcast this. She started braiding her little hair in nervousness. We'll be doing a podcast this week, talking about everything. It's like, so you're not going to release the Hasan Piker episode at all?
Will the P word with H word be released? I didn't. Tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow we're filming. Tomorrow we're meeting with the podcast team and we're filming, so we're gonna figure everything out tomorrow. I'm so sorry. I wish I had answers for you guys. It's right near, but it's a bit complicated because I understand the P word is a reflection of me, but the P word involves an entire other person and many, many, many staff. So I'm trying to both do right by the other people working on it, and just be considerate of everyone's feelings. Anyways. What is the P word? I'm trying to confuse the people who don't need to know, you know what I mean? Guys, do I add this? Best Zed, you're crazy for this. No, guys, the P word team is like 5 or 6 other people. A lot of people work on the P word on top of Lily and I. So it's a bunch of people that I'm trying to be considerate of. Why are you stalling? I'm not stalling for shit, bitch. I'm just streaming. What the anyways.
So, yeah, as you can see, she's so sweet now. She has other people to consider with this podcast episode being put out. Somebody tells me that, the people that were running the podcast went to the co-host of the podcast, Lily Pichu, and said, hey, Lily, we don't feel comfortable putting this up. And knowing Lily, she's a sweet girl. I don't think she's ever been in a single piece of drama. Actually, no, she did, but it wasn't her fault. She got cheated on. That really wasn't her fault. But still, like, a sweet girl. She was probably like, yeah, I do understand, like, people could come after you and dox you and harass you because of this. Let's not put it out, right? Lily Pichu probably was just being sweet and kind to her employees, knowing that she's rich beyond belief, just like Pokimane, and she doesn't need the money, and they can go a week without a podcast episode, especially seeing that the, guests kind of just blew the fuck up. Like, they're just in so much drama and the staff doesn't want to be a part of it. But at first, Pokimane wanted to look like she was this boss bitch. She don't take no shit from nobody. If my co-host said they could do it, they didn't ask me. I'm the real owner of this podcast, bitch. Hey. But then as soon as she got backlash, people saying, wow, you're a fucking heartless bitch. Then she started braiding her. I'm sorry, I can't put out the podcast episode right now because Lily said actually the staff didn't want to put it out, so I said they didn't have to put it out, and I thought, I should probably ask Lily her thoughts on putting out the podcast as well. And there are 5 to 6 other people on the podcast. I don't know exactly how many employees I have. It's not like I'm the one paying them or anything, so I'll talk with Lily. It's like, oh, so it went from I'm a boss bitch to, oh yeah, that's right, I have to take other people's feelings into consideration as along with, the other person that owns the podcast with me. I can't just be this boss bitch the whole entire time, bitching and complaining on Twitter. How the fuck she go from, they didn't do what I said, so they're gonna get fired too? So I talked to the other owner, and it seems like I may have been misunderstanding or misremembering the situation. Now, someone's opinion on this whole entire situation that I'm gonna be honest here, I respect, seeing that they do run a successful podcast, is H3 Podcast. Ethan Klein even called out Pokimane on this, saying, you're telling me your staff went rogue and didn't upload the podcast in general, and you had zero knowledge of it? Like, come on. Like, even he wasn't buying that shit at all. And he also had Pokimane on his podcast, by the way. And even he was just like, come on, Pokey. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. And he runs an extremely successful podcast. I'm pretty sure out of, everyone here, he would be the one to know how a podcast really should be ran.
It's just going to be all about...
It's going to be a shit show.
Yeah, it'll be a shit show.
Yeah.
But then, Pokimane 2 days later makes this tweet. This episode was supposed to air as usual, but staff refused to upload it out of fear it caused drama, and also posted the statement without my approval. Sad face. Sorry, guys. We'll talk about everything on this week's episode and go on a hiatus afterwards to restructure. Respectfully. Listen, I don't know what happened.
Bullshit, right?
It doesn't stress. What staff? They're making like these executive decisions. What crew? They're putting out statements. They're refusing to upload. You didn't know? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
I mean, if they
It's
really did
also
have an employee go rogue and post that without her permission, that would be
But then why
her
didn't they
right
upload-
to be upset about that happening.
Absolutely, but then why wouldn't they just erase it and upload the video?
Because she wrote that original statement, obviously,
Yeah.
and then got backlash from Hasan's community, and now she is throwing a fictional staffer under the bus as a way
It's
to
also
get out of it.
the
Respectfully. No,
Respectfully.
hey, Pokey. I'm not trying to call you out, but
no.
I feel like there's
Never.
a decent chance that's what happened.
Never.
the last sentence is really kind of crazy for me. The also will go on a hiatus to restructure.
It's been a traumatic thing. Like, they need to take a break. Because I've seen this happen to Son so many times. When any of his perceived friends go against him, he calls them.
Yeah.
He texts them. He's done it to XQC.
To
He did it to
Ludwig.
Mizkiz. He did it to Ludwig. He did it the other day to Charlie. After he saw his video, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm texting him. So he for sure messaged or called Pokimane and like chewed her out hard for this, right? Because that's how he keeps everybody in line. But anyway, no hate to Pokey, because I'm sure it's a super awkward situation.
Yeah, for sure.
And was very,
and they're just trying to
unfortunately timed.
They're trying to navigate it like anybody.
You know, it's fine. Do your thing, girl. You know what? You sell those fucking cookies.
You sell those cookies, girl.
Girl, you decide the price on those cookies, man. Let the market decide if they're worth it or not. I say.
It's cool to be a soundbite, I suppose.
So yeah, bro was giving her some shit as well. He was just like, come on, girl, we both know you're lying out of your goddamn ass right now. So I wonder what the excuse on the podcast is going to be this week on the Sweet and Sour podcast with Pokimane and Lily Pichu, because we already know the truth. They didn't upload the podcast because the Hasan drama. The staff didn't want to get hurt by it, so they didn't upload the podcast. Pokimane freaked out whenever the post went viral on Twitter. She threw her own staff underneath the bus, and now she's gonna have to make up some mysterious staff member that's no longer with them, quote unquote, that went rogue and deleted the episode or some shit. But even then, she already technically admitted that they have the episode still, so she can't even say it was deleted. Like, she knew the episode wasn't coming out on the date it was supposed to come out. So I mean, like, I don't know what the excuse is gonna be, so I can't wait for whatever this is. Hopefully either best friend kick or, yeet, someone gets the clip, because I don't want to pay $5 to get this shit. I want to be honest with you, chat. I really do not want to pay to get this shit, but I will get this shit no matter what. If I gotta pay for it, fuck it. I'll make my money back. You know what? Give me a super thanks if you want me to pay for it. Super thanks me like $20 and I'll do it. And we'll go over the whole podcast. So yeah, right now we're just waiting for whatever the hell the excuse is gonna be. And then we're gonna dunk on it, just like how we dunked on Valkyrie and her stupid excuses, because she just keeps lying. I don't know why she keeps lying. She keeps contradicting herself with her own lies, boys. Click this video right here to find out what the hell did Valkyrie say this time. But other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you all tomorrow.